last 2 practices, building confidence is the biggest thing, which we really don't need that much work on. We're a pretty confident group, but just being on the same page and making sure we actually know what the actual plan is. And then once we know that, the sky's the limit. I think it's been an interesting mix. You know, the high schoolers lost their season too, but you know, the guys that were here, I think they've made it clear how important this season is to them, to those guys that weren't here, and they've bought into it completely, and it's fun to see.
Amen. All right, boys. Second to last practice before we get to know somebody else's ass.
Oh, yeah! Come on! Let's go! 1, 2, 3, guys! Let's go, get it up, get it up!
Temptation when you get the vibration won't do you no good. It won't do you no good. You better start rolling when you hear the man call. It won't do you no good. It won't do you no good. No, we don't mind if you don't mind. Hell, I've never mind. Don't let them all break you. It won't do you no good. It won't do you no good. And you know I got fever. So when you hit me right there, and I said, kiss your baby.
What'd I say? What'd I say?
Heaven knows they wanna break you apart. Yeah. Kiss your baby.
Oh yeah, 5.
It's alright. Never know it's you.
Just wish that it was Saturday. That's really all I can think about. I can feel it. We're certainly not a perfect team, but we're gonna go out there and it's gonna be a fucking great time. I cannot wait. So do the little things correct and start to prepare yourself for Saturday. Beat Mount Vernon on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Beat Mount Vernon!
Let's go! Oh, yeah.
Top left, center, I'm out, right, right, center. Ball here, ball left, big left, drive, good job. Fight, get there, good. Good job, Hans. Oh yeah. There you go, good job, Reg, and 3, good job.
Last weekend we played our first game of the year. We played it against Mount Vernon Nazarene. The final score was 21-3. It was a really good first game for us. We got to get our first game jitters out of the way, and I feel very confident moving forward after our first game. After the first win of the season, the boys were feeling absolutely electric. It's been 11 months since we got to play, so we were all bottled up, ready to go. And then when we finally got that first win, it felt so good to be playing and competing against somebody that wasn't our own team. So on this upcoming Monday, we have our second game of the season against William Penn. They're a little better competition than our first game of the season. So for this week in practice, we're preparing by focusing on ourselves and focusing on what we can improve on from our first game, as well as doing a nice game plan and scout against William Penn to come in prepared as we approach our second game of the season.
Alright, so what it means to be named the WAC Defensive Player of the Week and NAI's Defensive Player of the Week. That's something really special. That shows how hard I worked in the offseason. That shows, how hard this defense worked to help me out in front of the net. And although we got there, or although I got there, still got more stuff to prove. Got to work even harder. So it was a good time for the week, but it's time to get back to work and have a day.
I suppose that means a lot to me just personally, but that also means a lot to me in terms of like the team. I'm really glad to see us like get some recognition and get to that point, you know, because it's not just me out there doing it. Like obviously we have a full squad. And then you know, what helped me get there is probably my family, my brother, my dad, my mom, everybody, and then everyone on this team too just pushed me to be better. And then just like the support from my dad, just taking me to practices early in the morning all through my life leading up till now, and then my brother teaching me things, my mom and my sister just being there for me.
All right, so Saturday's outcome, our first game of the year, was a big dub, right? 21-3. Just a celebration, really. It was just a celebration of all the work we put in, just being able to play next to guys that love each other. You know, personally, it was just, you know, even amazing rolling out on the bus, even going on the road just felt great. So the things that went well are just, we played fast, we played for each other. Not a perfect game. Our opponent, you know, they need work. We get to play them again, so I think they'll probably improve the next time we play them. But for us personally, there's still quite a lot that we need to improve on. It's probably not the best test for us to figure out exactly what that is. So we just got to trust our practices.
Cards on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Cardinals!
Hey coach. Yeah, I don't think I'm sure.
I like that.